Hello, my hosts, and welcome to another programming stream. Today we are going to be working on our regular expression library. So let's get right into that right now. And here we are. So, welcome back. This is going to be one of my programming streams where I'm going to be working on my regular expression library. Now let's correct the spelling for that. So basically, what I like to do before I write a program is to write down notes about what we are going to do. So we're going to have this system here is going to go from a string representation of a regex. It goes for a parser. To make a parse tree, which will go through a interpreter, I guess. Actually, a compiler. And that parse tree will be turned into a non-deterministic finite automata, NFA. And that goes into Thompson's to make it a deterministic finite automata. So, things we're going to need is a non-deterministic finite automata representation. And for the NFA, we need code to allow the NFA to be concatenated, altered, and closed. Altered is slash, and closed is star. Awesome. So we're going to go NFA data structure. Now, let's think about the things we're going to need in such a data structure. Okay, so it's going to be made up of states, and each state, these nuts. Oh, here. So, for a state, let's get a little graph here. Let's insert ourselves. Insert a table. Table template. Gonna go here. 3 items like that. Name, type, notes, comments. Alright. You're here to ruin my day again, darling. Ah, you couldn't do that. There. Let's select all of those. And we're going to put these as center justified. How do I check the justification? Oh, there it is. Line and indent. Center justified. That was one of the interesting things. I used to work in a newspaper company. And one of the things we had was a very old style printer. And it actually printed using sort of chunks of metal. And the way they used to do justification, so you get these things in the middle and everything, was they would use little spaces that had springs in it. So they would push out, so everything would get pushed into the middle. So like just a completely mechanical solution. So, and we'll probably highlight that in a separate color. Highlight color. Let's say, oh, that's not what I want. Switch that off. And text color. How do I do a background color? Border color, background color. Great. And now we do a highlight color in gray as well for that. Perfect. Is that, yep. These types stuff. It's not a real problem. All of this is basically taking a big idea and breaking it up into lots of little ideas. So in a finite state machine, which if you can watch my video about them, you have a starting state and then you move from each state to each state depending on your input. And for is this like coding or something? It's exactly like coding. This is the step you do before you write a computer program, where you plan out what you're going to need and what you're going to do. So, for our non-deterministic state, which I've spelt wrong, we're going to have an array of next states. So next state, that's a type of array of state there. Can you make a free talk? I will make a free talk channel sort of session. That is actually a good suggestion. I will see when I can make one. So array of state index by actually array of may be all right. Array of, I was thinking maybe state, but no, because in a non-deterministic state machine, each state can, the machine can progress from the current state to a multiple number of states. So it'll be an array of list of state indexed by char. So we can look up the array by a character, because in a computer every character is a number. So you can have an array indexed by the characters. I'm going to adjust that a bit. Oh, it didn't. There. And I'm going to bold that. Bold that. Bold that. All right. Oh, I said bold, not turn it into a B. By char. And comments. This is the array. This represents the next state that you will go to from this state. Because it is a NFA, it is possible to have multiple exactly. People who are mean don't get good attention. It is possible. Oh, you do have a question? What is the question? It's possible to have multiple net states from any particular car. Ah, hit it on me. And I'm also going to do another next state. I am pretty sure it would not glow. Next state. And there we go. S. If you water, does it grow? The water will grow. We'll get more water. Okay. And empty next state. This will be a list of states. I'll copy you as well. The idea, and this is the next state that can be moved to without an input being placed into it. That comes from, this makes concatenation easier. And we'll add another line here. Insert one below. is end state, which is a Boolean. Booleans are yes or no values. Is this state an end state for the NFA? All right. And for convenience, end states. Well, got to make sure that we spell things right. Which is a list of we need that. Notes. This is a list of end states reach. No, we don't need this. Let's remove that. Insert. Select all of this and go delete. How do we There we go. Got that written. And state. Okay. This is our non-deterministic state data structure. Dragon water from attack. Sorry, that one just went right over my head. And we're going to have a couple of functions that operate on it. We're going to have concat, which is going to take a state, takes a state, that takes two states and returns a state. This function returns a finite automata that represents one state. I don't watch Demon Slayer. I haven't watched that. One NFA followed by another. There we go. Yes, I'm aware it is an anime. So we've got concat, we've got alt, go state, this function returns a NFA that represents two NFA as alternates to each other. And so it's got concat, alt, and close, which is state to state this function returns an NFA, ANFA or NFA? NFA. Because N it's got the at the start. An NFA that is the clean closure of the NFA given. That's okay. The next step will be deterministic finite automata, which is the same thing. Let's copy you. And we will clean things up. So this is no longer an array of states. This is just an array of states. From this state, remove this. We'll remove the empty next state. Delete that. Is there a thing that allows us to remove those lines? Are they... Insert format tools. Oh, that just makes that go up. All right. I can drag it to the end. That's okay. There was something there, but it wasn't. It was just a smudge on my monitor. Just going to hide something. There we go. Oh, pin header up to it. Oh, we just got to pin that. That makes sense. Remove row. There we go. That is simple. Not closer, closure. I think we can use an arrow representation for this. We've got the DFA, which we can be all Thompson-y with. I think that's all the planning we need to do. For the finite automata. So next time we do some programming, we can actually start exploring this. There we go. Do I do modeling and stuff? I do actually do modeling. I've done models in Blender for various things. There's actually a couple of streams I've done on that as well. And it's a bus full of children confused by that comment. The other thing I have done, unless you mean modding, which is something I do actually want to do. Just give me a second to do some transitions. All right. Let's go back. And we are back in. Here is me planning my mod for Factorio. Which I'm using special pipe, so some of the recipes we're going to be having in there. Going to check if we can have some sort of representation of pressure as well. Ash and water to make potash. Patches urea to make saltpeter. Saltpeter there to make black powder. To make iron plate. All right. What are you preparing to do after this? This one's going to be a mod for Factorio. Oops. But, alright. Nitro cell. Los plus ammo times 2. Alright, there. That's... Oh. And false ID is going to pop up soon. Let's close that. I'll have to watch that. What's the time going? Oh, time's going fine. And nitrocellulose ammo plus copper equals piercing ammo. Also going to have formulas for add in formula for hydrogen peroxide as a rocket fuel. Oh. That's also there. I've already got ideas. Okay. Compressed air to chilled air. And can we play Minecraft together when you have the time? I am looking towards doing a community server where I can play with my community. I just have to find out how to set that up in a safe manner. But it definitely will be something that I want to do. Chilled air gets turned into liquid oxygen plus liquid nitrogen. We also have a process where liquid nitrogen plus compressed, chilled air gives you gaseous nitrogen plus liquid oxygen, and LOX plus compressed air gives you chilled air. And those will be done by heat exchanger, heat exchanger. Oh, actually, that one will be done by a cryo plant. Cryo plant. That's another cryo plant. All right. So the idea is we'll have a way of generating pure oxygen. Oh, locks, compressed air plus gaseous oxygen. What was the other things I was thinking about doing for this? I think that's a good place to start. Oh, yeah. So, mining, you get trash, gives you trash. Don't be rude to each other. Trash then gets sorted into rust, iron plates, tarnish, and copper. And there we go. That's good. And tarnish gets roasted into copper oxide plus sulfur dioxide. There we go. Tarnish. There we go. And the copper oxide will get then processed into raw copper. Raw copper plus sulfuric acid makes CuFO2, which we then electrolyze into copper. It's electrolyzed back into copper plate plus. But I don't know if I can join a Minecraft different Java server. I play Bedrock Edition. I don't have a PC for it. Okay. It's a little difficult. Copper plate plus acid. I will keep that in mind as well. Okay. That's the idea of how we get that going. So we've got the Factorio. We've got the basic plans for the Factorio mod done. I know there is a process to make hydrogen peroxide. And then we go high. Oh, yeah, that was the other one. Nitric acid plus to make stabilized nitric acid. Stabilized nitric acid in drum to make rocket oxidizer. There we go. I think that's a good start. Well, that's all the planning I had planned to do today. So let's jump. Oh, no, actually, there is something else I wanted to do. Talking about programming, let's jump back to my main room for a sec. Let's find graphics tools, I'm both. There we go. All right, back to the main room. So, here is what I'm planning to do in Factorio for if I'm going to build a computer program in it. What we're going to have... Oh, that's an ugly colour, isn't it? Fill and stroke. Stroke paint, going to make that black. All right, here, so let's bring it down a bit. A-C-L-U. I don't like that particular word, so perhaps use a different one. Arithmetic logic unit. Like that. All right. Select you both. Move there. So we're going to have our own little arithmetic logic unit. At one spot. Copy that. And that's going to have its own register, which is the accumulator. A accumulator there. So that directly links up. Where's my brushstroke thing? Pen tool, pencil tool, calligraphy tool. Like that. I'll thicken it up. So I have that one. Select you. There. Copy that like that. We'll have register A. Register B. All right. Program counter. That makes sense. Then big thing over here, which is going to be our memory. All right. And that's all going to be joined by a bus. Where's our pen gone? So like that. There. And then access to the bus is going to be controlled by our microcode. All right. That is fine. I know it looks a bit strange now, but the idea is that the microcode will set the in and out values for here and allow data to be transferred by hitting a strobe button. However, we're going to copy up the accumulator and we're going to have an address register here. There. All right. All very good. So very simple. We'll save this as simple CPU. There we go. That will be the basic design for our Factorio CPU / computer. That said, I should now do my next job. All right. Oh, come closer. I don't. Give me a split like this. Actually, Isn't it uncomfortable for me to be this close? It feels a bit uncomfortable. Also, that being said, nope. I am quite free use and quite unexclusive. I'm nobody's only thing. I get shared. Anyway, that being said, I have to be going and getting some lunch and some other things. So, thank you, everybody. And I hope you'll be able to see me later. Tomorrow, I am going to be playing some Stellaris. So I hope you can join me for that. As always, thank you very much for watching. If it's your first time watching, please consider subscribing. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you all later. Goodbye.